Hey guys, sorry here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Crossing in the Woods. Playing for today, spawning in the north we have Troy. It's the Soviets, and his loader is guard mode coordination. Soviet shock army. And mechanized support. Teaming up with him is TarNation as the Brits, who has Royal Artillery, Mobile Assault, and Vanguard. Facing off against them in the south, we have LUCKBAR as OKW, who has Fortifications, Special Operations, and Luftwaffe Ground Forces. With him is Nosliw. It's like Wilson spelled backwards, right? But I'm not sure how you're supposed to pronounce it exactly. But playing as Nosliw, who has Lightning War, Jaeger Infantry, and Jaeger Armor. This is, of course, for the Ultimate Team Tournament qualifying round. In terms of ranks, these guys are around rank 70 Allies arranged team, and these guys are around rank 110 Axis arranged team. So a slight edge to the Allies in terms of rankings. Skirmish going on over here. Got a machine gun and yeah, sets up now. Should go defend this position. Not going to be connected though, is that fuel. He's fighting in the middle, catching the conscripts on negative cover there, looks like.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Conscripts getting forced back. Oh, he's off to a bit of a rocky start here. Two parties did rush right to this building. It's causing them some headaches as they push out to this left-hand side. But we do have a universal carrier here now, and this is a very strong unit. Very hard to deal with. Guys have finally got their fuel connected. Stern Pioneer's now in a bit of jeopardy, taking a lot of damage. Extremely late retreat. Down it goes for LUCKBAR. That was terrible. Completely unnecessary loss there. Now, a push coming through the centre for the Allies. It's just better make sure that they can't get pushed from this angle. No, looks like they're actually just going to go cap territory. The Axis have gone for a bit of harassment on the fuel over here, so maybe the Allies diverting their attention over there first. Now seeing tier 1 from Troy. Looks like he's going into snipers after getting a score of penals. Double snipers are very effective on this map. Both 1 and 2s. Very hard to flank. He's got a squad inside that. Can't shoot out of the universal carrier. Okay, gets out now. Opportunities on the flank. Get a nice incendiary grenade. Probably going to damage both these squads. Oh, throws 2 of them out here. That's a bit reckless. Actually got a Raketin coming up behind this. These folks are taking a lot of damage from the UC. Raketin not quite chasing up. We've got sniper from the side, but incendiary grenade actually gets the kill on retreat. Slight miss micro there by TarNation, so I think there's 1 wipe apiece. Oh, could there be another one here? Not quite. Oh, that's actually a... Oh! Yes! Did go down. I thought they weren't even aiming at it, were they? That was weird. Okay, so quite a few wipes. Looks like there's about to be another one here. This is a high casualty, high octane game right from the start. Quite a few squad losses. Both teams have had pretty good control over their fuel though, so expect to see some fast tech units out. Gotta be careful with this lost sniper. Very hard to win those counter snipe wars against the Soviet one with the 2-man squad. Here comes the M3 for Troy. Putting pressure on this machine gun. There is the Raketin for LUCKBAR. But LUCKBAR's army is so small, man. Look at that 21 supply. It's also quite low on their supply. Look at that, it's like 2 Volks and a Raketten. Oh, that's costly. You have the upgrade on this UC. Gotta make it even more deadly. Using it to protect those Soviet snipers. We got tier 1 tech for LUCKBAR. Still and straight into this flak half track. Second sniper coming in for Troyd as well. Double snipers and ISU 152 very strong on this map. Just no place to hide from them. Double snipers could be aiming up at this Raketten, could clear. Oh, and the old sniper. Oh, he gets out of the arc of fire before they can fire off their shot. That was a close call. Axis getting pushed right back. The pressure from these Soviet snipers is immense. Got a AEC coming up for TarNation. This is such a fast AEC. One of the fastest I've seen. Allies look like they're in a really good position. Poised to get another wipe here. Getting facing up. And gets the kill. Managed to evacuate. Oh, but he loses. Loses the Raketten. Trying to be recruited by his teammate. Will he escape the snipers? One model gets gunned down. Flak half track arrives just in the nick of time to save the Raketten, but the half track itself is not that safe because there is AC on the field. Not much to defend the flak half track here. No snares nearby, no anti-tank gun. Oh, but here comes 222. Maybe their combined forces are enough to force it away. And they do indeed. AC actually took quite a lot of damage. They missed its shot on the 222, so this is looking alright here. Sniper gets one shot on there. Doesn't go for a counter snipe attempt. But the allies, you know, have had very good fuel control these last 3 minutes. Axis trying to push their way across the river, which is always treacherous because of the negative cover on the water. Extremely lethal for small arms fire, even more lethal than a road. Looks like it's about to take out the UC here. There it goes. So the Axis on the back of their light vehicles now starting to make some inroads. So this squad charging forwards, maybe going to try to get the Faust on here. Doesn't quite manage it. Oh, LMG's a good hit on the snipers, nearly knocked one of them out. But looks like the flak half track goes down. Smoke wasn't enough to cover it. Ends up dying to the anti-tank gun. Slight miss micro there by LUCKBAR. Feel like it's leaving the team down a little bit here. This is yeah, his Stern Pioneer loss was also quite avoidable. I feel like the flak half track loss there was also rather poor. Still the snipers, you know, they had their period of dominance, but since last 2 minutes or so with the Axis light vehicles, snipers have kind of been out of the equation. They've actually been losing a few models here and there. Troyd going for a very unexpected commander here, going for Soviet shock army. I was expecting the ISU 152, he did have mechanized support. And Nosliw, he's got Jaeger armor, so you know, can very easily dive bomb the howitzer. And bit of snipe action there, bit of PPSH conscript follow up. Down go the Pioneers. Unavoidable really. 222 working its way over there now. This is where the 222 struggles against conscripts. Just doesn't quite have the damage to force them away. Kind of linger like a bad smell. It's like maybe he's going to try bait the AEC into the center where he's got this camouflage Rakitten. One AT grenade goes through. In comes the AEC. It's got the Faust. It's going to require an attack round through the smoke, and he gets it. Nice attack round and nice bait there. Excellent play. Down goes the AEC. Actually, he's just charging forwards, trying to put pressure on the snipers, but they make themselves vulnerable to the wipe. Don't get wiped, however. Some forces flanking the machine gun, so Axis look like they're about to take control of the left. Oh, the snipers take down one of those Grenadiers. Grenadiers trying to knock them out with the LMGs, but two-man squad against two snipers. It's a recipe for disaster. Ends up losing one of them there.
Upgrade finished. Very nice too.
Tier 4 tech down for Troy, just skipping right on past Tier 3. And, you know, not too far away from his first medium tank. 2 anti-tank guns though, from Nosliw. LUCKBAR also has a Rakitten, so Axis do have quite a lot of anti-tank. PCH Construct's trying to position themselves into the retreat path here. So if I need to secure the cap and then retreat, should be fine.
Heavy fortification now available. Pioneers standing by.
Oh, here we go. This could be dangerous. Counter snipe opportunity here. So the sniper's going to settle for the machine gun here. I'll come forward to get a couple more pot shots on this MG. So they both tried to shoot the same model, so only one model died there. Sometimes when playing with double sniper, it's helpful to get slightly more than inside the absolute maximum range, because sometimes when you're firing at the absolute max range, only one model is going to be inside their range to aim to shoot at, so then you can end up with both snipers shooting at the same model. Some ace mines down here from LUCKBAR, which means he's gone for fortification, so maybe we're going to see a howitzer from him. Not a bad idea. Howitzer's kind of a nice way to get some indirect fire as OKW when you go for battle group first instead of the mechanized. No, not the best map for the howitzer. It's okay because it's not a terribly long map, so scatter on the shells isn't going to be like super crazy. But also it's quite a wide map, which means you constantly have to be repositioning your. Oh man, that could be a disaster. Constantly you have to be repositioning your howitzer to find angles of attack, so it does attack your micro a bit more than on the more narrow maps. Sniper's getting some good hits in here. So bunnies have to retreat.
Mobile command has been set. The static post is now in operation.
LMG Green's pushing through. Don't get close enough to kill the snipers though. Which double rifle grenades don't actually do much even to the Vickers, which was really spread out. Kind of fortunate distribution of his models there. Fortunately, there's deep in enemy territory here. Got to get out of there. There's a lot of enemy troops in the way. First T-34 coming in for Detroit. Got a mortar coming in for Nosliw. Ooh. Sniper. He's moving over here. Moving over here.
We have a mortar team available for deployment.
He's not going to engage. He's making an attempt on... Oh, both teams making an attempt on each other's fuel at the moment. Two machine guns here as well. For Nosliw. Which is, you know, pretty good on crossing in the woods. By the time you got two machine guns, you know, this is quite a small map. Very hard to outmaneuver that many machine guns on a map this size in a 2v2. Which is why throughout the mid-game matches crossing in the woods become very static and generally devolve into artillery fests in the late game. There's just no room to maneuver. It's just a high density of support weapons because it's such a small map. Nice use of smoke here. He's not paying attention. Could lose this machine gun. It's out of there. T-34 also chasing away the sniper here. Doesn't get the killing blow though. Five-man and the weapon upgrade for TarNation. This Tommy's going to be very dangerous. Back into it. Still alive. False alarm. Allies on the back of these two medium tanks coming in early, putting a lot of pressure on the Axis. We'll see him way over here. Axis really need to respond. Axis do of course have a lot of anti-tank, but it hasn't been in the right position. You're about to lose this. Kitten's creeping over here. Oh, Kitten really needs to set up. Sets up now. Could be too late. And Centaur gets away. You just set that Rakitten up a little bit earlier, but I think the tree there was providing a little bit of a shot blocker. Grenadiers pushing up, but you got to be careful. Those Grenadiers could get sniped in one shot. Big blob of Axis troops making their way out here. Suppression's not quite enough to kill them. Is that a howitzer? It is a howitzer deep in Axis territory. I think it actually killed one of the sniper models, which is why they both retreated there. So relieving a little bit of pressure there on the Axis, but so we've got a Katyusha barrage on the base. Oh, one more squad down. Two others also in jeopardy. Looks like he's running them in the right direction now. They should be alright. Oh, that was a close call. But the Axis in a tough spot right now. It's like Nosliw has gone all the way to tier 4 straight away. So still actually a decent chunk of time away from getting himself a tank out. Still has to build the tier 4 tech and then a tank. And in the meantime the Allies are in a commanding position here. Axis struggling for fuel. Howitzer should just be about ready to fire again. When you got a howitzer like this, you got to be thinking, where's the next push gonna be? Where am I gonna need to be targeting with this next? Setting it up, even whilst it's still cooling down. So as soon as it's ready to go, you're ready to fire. You have to be on top of your howitzer micro. Ooh. snipers really going to town, clearing out the EMG. Conscripts are rowing in. Looks like they're going to try steal it. And they do. Howitzer firing over here, looks like. Oh. Is it? The scatter on there is enormous. It's firing more in that building area. Looks like he's about to lose his pack now as well. There that goes. Looks it's not really paying much attention to units coming through the center here. Chusha onto the ISG. We're actually getting Royal Artillery from TarNation. Maybe to try and counter this. Though these days you do need sight to use the concentration barrage. That was changed in the last patch. You can't just do this through the fog to try and kill the howitzer. We'll need sight to use that. Forward in here. It's no good. It's just really struggling to get out of their base. Looks like they're taking some outs of fire off the oil from the Sexton. Looks like Nosliw finally getting a tank. It's going to be the Rumbeer. The Axis do, of course, still have a decent chunk of anti-tank guns. They just really need some way of dealing with these snipers. Here comes the Rumbeer though. Grab with the MG. LUCKBAR also very close to being able to afford a tank himself. Just needs, about 30 more fuel. Or we could even consider going for the Yak Panzer at this stage as well. Oh, this could go down to PPSHs so easily. Look at how fast it dies. Sniper down. Conscripts getting all the way in here. Looks like they probably would have had sight of the LUFH, but let's not get any artillery on it. Down here doing some damage. 5 kills already. Taking a bit of anti-tank gunfire. And he's actually calling in the zeroing artillery. This is a very curious time to be calling in zeroing artillery. Remember, you do need sight for this to land on units. And they have nothing in here giving them sight at the moment. So I feel like this is a tremendous waste of 300 munitions. Actually rebuilds the sniper. It's kind of surprising.
The enemy have 300 points.
Oh, that's going to be the end of the Centaur. Here we go. Power 2 being called in. Might get revenge on the Raketen and does.
The enemy has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
Still, Axis have been pretty much without fuel for the last probably over 5 minutes. Just continually having it neutralized or not captured. The Allies have been accumulating a much larger armoured force. Looks like the LUFH shooting in this area actually clears out a mine. Firing into the fog of war though, remember the scatter is quite enormous. Quite hitting much. 3 kills on that Vet 1. Grazed the snipers that time. Ooh, and knocks out a model of one of them. So we've got an ESU-85 now for Troy. That is bad news for the Axis. Really hard to deal with ESU-85s on this map. Very hard to outmaneuver them. Axis do go for the Jagdpanzer though, old LUCKBAR. Using this on whole fire, so trying to make use of attack ground. Manually targeting all the hits, which does seem to make this more accurate. Using attack ground instead of regular fire. So the Howitzers are targeting this area. Some okay hits. Early warning coming in from the Allies.
Our capture point. They're
So
trying to
it's
take
giving
it.
them some nice line of sight. Yeah, you can see quite a lot. It's those early warning flares. That's alright. It's alright for the price. Oh my god. That was nasty. Sexton goes down though. Jagdpanzer hunts it. Knocks it out. Quite far forwards with that howitzer barrage. That was nasty, man. Making use of the gammon bomb. There it comes forward, but there is the ESU-85 right there. Oh, that's a weird shot. PSH conscript screening, forcing away the anti-tank gun. Bombardier getting snipes. Oh, it's going to take engine damage here. PPSH conscripts are such a headache to deal with. So durable. Looks like that somehow did not cause engine damage. I don't know what kind of bug that was. This somehow does not have engine damage despite the AT grenade going on cooldown. Very unusual. Sniper knocks out the AT gun. LNG Green is pushing forward to try to knock out the snipers. Get some revenge. Snipers are a real headache to deal with. Oh, one model down. Oh, and he gets away. See one more LMG burst there to knock it out. I baits them into this machine gun here. There's a Katyusha barrage kind of into their retreat path. And the Grenadiers retreat between the volleys, largely avoiding damage. Ooh. And a grenade largely comes to nothing there. Another ESU-85 for Troy. That's going to make life very hard for the Bombardier. We do have Jaeger armor for Nosliw, but yeah, that's 100 fuel away, and the Axis fuel control has been pretty poor. I don't think they're going to be able to afford the elephant this game. Struggling for repairs at the moment as well are the Axis. Both their tanks have been out of commission for quite a while now. I think if the Axis need, or if the Axis are going to get their way back into this game, they're going to need to make use of their Echidnas very sneakily and snipe some of this allied armor. Too straight, pinning the Axis in their base. Hasn't activated AA mode yet. Allies pushing right forwards. I'm not sure what it's up to here. Needs to put a halt to these PPSH conscripts, which is pushing forwards with no respect. It's a good couple hits there. Snipers are here though. And 2 anti-tank guns. They're actually putting pressure on the base structures. That's how far ahead the allies are. Nice hit. Squad wipe from Bomber, but it takes a lot of anti-tank gun fire. Has to back away for repairs. IL-2 still going in the base. Almost wiping out all of these squads. Only got the battle group for healing as well at the moment, so Axis are going to be in deep trouble once they lose this battle group HQ because they have no other healing. Really need a medic bunker as well to supplement battle group. Oh, he finally gets one of the snipers. Nicely done there. Oh, and he gets the other one with the incendiary shot. Huge plays. Well, that's a big load off their minds, taking out those 2 snipers. Goes for the medic bunker now. Did we see the end of LUCKBAR? No, LUCKBAR's still got his Jagdpanzer, still back here. Not up to much though. I feel like the Axis have kind of spent a little bit too much downtime just with their units in base. I know sometimes it's hard to push out your base with the IR2 running constantly, but it's like the units have just been milling around the base for a lot of this match. But yeah, they need to get some Raketans and some juicy angles to try and snipe some of these Axis or allied tanks, get themselves back in the game. Machine gun, there's no way you should sit up there in front of 3 LMG squads. There's just no way it's ever going to work. Just cut down before he gets a shot off. We're over here doing its best, getting a few kills on these conscripts. C-35 is working their way over here trying to get some shots in. Jagdpanzer takes a shot and misses. There's Raketans in a very defensive position here. Needs to push that up a bit. Here comes the Comet. There's a pack here though. Bounces. And it looks like he is saving for the Elephant and he's just about there, but at what cost? Nix is really struggling for map control. Needs to push these Obers onto the anti-tank guns and knock them out. Where are these Obers going? Where are they going? Why isn't he trying to kill these AT guns? Let's do a dive bomb on the AT guns though, sounds like it. Not reacting. Wipes them both. Oh, but we've got some concentration barrage with the anvil shells coming in. Desperately trying to repair his Shred HQ, trying to avoid losing it. Does have just enough fuel for another tank. It looks like the Shred HQ's gonna survive. He actually sent his Obers into the middle to try and knock out their heavy mortar. Very curious decision when. I suppose it kind of worked out in the end, but he needs to reconsider his priorities. Now we've got the Sexton, freshly rebuilt Sexton, going after the HQ again. And could get it. Very low, depends on the scatter of these Sexton shells. Sexton actually seems to have pretty low scatter firing into the fog of war here. Compared to what we've seen from the LEFH so far. Okay, so we've got an Elephant. How are the Axis going to make the best of it? That's the question. They're suffering the triple cap, only 118 VPs remaining. Remember, Elephant won't 2-hit mediums anymore, so... Oh no! That's going to be the end of his tech structure. There it goes. Very curious that he went for a fresh squad of Obers, another squad of Obers instead of a tank at that stage. Might have been able to squeeze out a Panzer IV before that had gone down if he'd just gone for a tank there instead. Brumby actually pushing forwards. Looking to get some damage in. Both those AT guns did actually end up getting recrewed and reinforced now, so they're back up to full strength. Oh, don't unleash Obers. Okay. Jagdpanzer in a not particularly good spot. Oh, nice from the Elephant on the rear of the Comet. Get another hit in. Not quite. He gets out of there just in the nick of time. We've got two Su-85 and T-34 pushing in here. This is Jagdpanzer's time to shine. Misses its first hit. T-34 threatening to flank it very late. Start reversing on it. But T-34 takes engine damage here. Got a pack in an odd position, but it's going to work out this time. So the T-34 is going to go down. And Jagdpanzer's probably going to survive. Lucky that a pack was just standing here in a weird spot. Elephant pushing forwards now, though. Looking to get some revenge hits, perhaps on the Su-85. But the Stripper is there for backup. It's a pretty lethal combo. The Allies do have quite a lot of mines down. Axis better be careful with their minesweepers. Axis still need to make use of this howitzer. I feel like he's kind of forgotten about this howitzer for a while. I haven't noticed it firing for quite some time. Should be putting pressure on these team weapons mainly with it. Decent Katyusha barrage. Pushing forwards, taking a lot of damage here. Comet looks like it wants to come in from the side. There it goes, Stripper goes down, everything penetrating its armor. Kind of unfortunate there. It's reasonably heavily armored, especially with the skirts. Okay, now the howitzer's going off. Going into this region. Not really getting too many hits though. Is going to be content with just getting neutralized in the center. Looks like the Soviets going to start rebuilding their snipers now. Bad news for the Axis. The LFH got a lucky hit there. 4 kills this barrage. Artillery shot comes through. Briefly stuns the conscripts. Allies pushing. Well, Axis pushing forwards over here, but Allies got all sorts of machine guns. They're having no luck. We do have a bunker covering this VP though. It's a pretty good idea, I think. Sexton. Oh man! Squad's down the center. Now Katyusha in the center as well. Oh, this could be a bloodbath. He's not moving his grenadiers. Oh, another one goes down. There was the third. volley of rockets. Very late reaction there. Can't afford to suffer losses like that. Finally firing into the fog. Chusha going after the bunker. Getting a Centaur. TarNation. Kind of surprising he's going for the Centaur. I feel like with all of their Katyushas and howitzers and whatnot, the anti-infantry is holding up pretty well. Elephant getting a hit on the Su-85. 2 hits. Oh, and it goes down, takes a Faust. Nice work there by the Axis. Gonna get the IL-2 planes coming in though. It's gonna cause the Axis some headaches. The early warning flares. Oh, down goes the sniper. Providing sight for this IL-2 strafe, doing a lot of damage. It's like LUCKBAR has not tried to rebuild his tech structure. Also doesn't have stern ponies at the moment, so can't prepare his Jagdpanzer. Looks like the LUFH got a juicy hit there, forced some retreats. What is against cooldown bonuses? Okay, it's got some of them now. 10% barrage recharge. The bunker finally goes down on the right hand side VP. Axis pushing into the middle again. Probably going to be able to get the neutralize. Goes for the lucky attempted shot on the sniper. Doesn't come good. Seems to me like the Axis need to play a little bit more behind the elephant. I think their strategy is a bit more centered around that. Because when you've got a big unit like this on the field, you want to be getting full efficiency from it. Strips Urang forwards into the VP circle. Elephant pushing away Comet. Axis struggling to hold on to the VPs. The machine gun gets forced away. Conscripts, as soon as they come out of pin, going to restart the cap. Oh man, we've got a King Tiger for LUCKBAR. Okay. Didn't even realize he got a mechanized HQ in this game. It must have been destroyed. But okay, KT coming through. Oh, it's right here in the corner of the base. No wonder why I didn't notice. Not going to be doing any repairs with it back there. Tank guns pushing forwards, putting pressure on these 2 tanks. Stripper could be in trouble here. They're both penetrating the elephant. Oh my god, what is he doing? He needs to get that out of there. Oh, and it goes down. KT comes in from the side. AT gun's still pushing forwards. Howitzer fire coming in this region. And it looks like the Axis is going to call GG there. They just can't get on top of the VPs in time with triple cap cooking. And they call GG. Well, yeah, pretty decent game here. I feel like LUCKBAR let down the Axis team a little bit. His preservation wasn't quite as good. I feel like also the Axis had just spent too much time in their base here, just doing things, repairing, kind of. It was like they weren't being aggressive and pushing the whole time. weren't activating things like the AA mode on the HQ, weren't constantly using the howitzer. It was like he went through spurts where he was really good with the howitzer and spurts where he just kind of forgot about it, felt like. And yeah, just it wasn't terribly good with the Jagdpanzer either. Neither with the Rakins. You really need to be active with them, sneaking them into positions, getting ambushes on enemy tanks. We didn't see any of that either. So yeah, well played by the Allies. Very sound gameplay. The double snipers were really good. And the artillery just keeping the Axis pegged into a very small section of the map. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Bye, and good luck.